Good afternoon, everyone. Romney Smith at WTOC for the News Now, our digital update. Thank you so much for joining us just for a few minutes to get an update on what's going on locally, regionally, and nationally. I see a lot of you on Facebook already saying hello. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Let's get to the top story that we're working on right now. A South Carolina mother is admitting to making up the story that her baby was abducted. The 11-month-old girl was found dead yesterday, hidden in a box not far from her home in Chesterfield County. Brianna Lewis is now facing multiple charges for filing a false police report, among other charges, in the disappearance of her almost one-year-old daughter, Harley. She's also the primary suspect in her death. Investigators say the 19-year-old mother told them that someone drove up in a vehicle, punched her in the face, and then snatched the baby from her arms on the side of the road. She did have visible injuries, which is why they believed her, and of course, the baby was gone. She was emotional. They started looking for the little child. However, that story quickly unraveled.
So we got every deputy we could find, and SLED agent and FBI agent. We started walking the woods, and two of our deputies came up on a diaper box about 1,000 yards behind the house in a real briery, weedy field. It stood out because it wasn't wet and hadn't faded. He eased the top up, and there was a body of a one-year-old female in a plastic bag.
Other family members are being questioned about the little girl's death right now. However, the mother is the primary suspect. Officials have not, at this point, announced exactly how Harley died. A lot of you guys weighing in on Facebook right now on this story, saying, oh my gosh, so sad. That coming from Linda Krieg Fisher. Stephanie Basdale saying, how can someone do such a thing to just a child? A lot of you with the angry emojis. Joseph Smith saying, praying for the rest of the family. Certainly, this baby girl didn't even make it to her first birthday. Again, we are unsure at this time how she died, but investigators did say that they found her in a field, and they knew that the bag that she was near or in stood out because it wasn't wet and hadn't faded, as if it had been there for a long time. So again, they had dozens of officers out there looking, combing the fields for this little girl looking, and they found a diaper box behind, and that's where they found the little girl who's 11 months old. Again, her mother, the primary suspect in her death. Other family members are being investigated as well. And again, the mother is being charged with filing a false police report. As soon as we learn more information about the case, we will let you know, as well as other charges that the mother might face. Switching gears to a story we covered for you this morning, a 5-year-old child is now dead in our area, and 21 people are displaced after an early morning house fire. WTOC's Meredith Parker was out there this morning, and she has this story.
East Savannah residents waking up in the middle of the night to sheer panic. Their house on fire.
Knocking over everything to make sure everyone was out because the smoke was coming in too fast.
Savannah Fire Department got to the scene around 1 a.m. where a 5-year-old died, 4 children were left with critical burns, and 20 residents were left without a place to stay. One family of 7 was renting the downstairs, and another family of 14 rents the second floor of the home.
I had to do what I had to do to get my kids out. So some got out the front and some got out the back. So we had to get out.
SFD says the fire started in the downstairs children's bedroom where the 5-year-old was found. None of the family on the second floor was hurt, but in extreme shock.
That was my first thing. First thing first, making sure my cousins, my sister, my brother was out of the house. So it was them over me.
First responders and investigators cleared the scene 8 hours later. The 4 injured children were taken to Memorial Hospital, and the 2 with more severe burns were transferred to the Augusta Burn Center.
Certainly those 21 people who are displaced all working to find out housing tonight as well. Keep an update that 2 of those children flown to the Augusta Burn Center. We have had a lot of rain, of course. It will continue, but the heat is also coming. In fact, taking a live look at the WTOC Twitter page right now, they're giving you the 7-day forecast for high temperatures, pretty high temperatures, even into the mid-90s over the weekend. But I want to show you this, the most recent tweet that they have, showing a little bit of radar. No severe thunderstorms, but Bloomingdale, Pooler, and Rincon, get ready. The rain is coming. When I zoom in right here, this was their radar at about a couple minutes before we started the show. But as you can tell off to the left side of your screen, those waves of colors, green, yellow, blue, The rain is headed our way, so just a heads up for those of you in those particular areas. Also, speaking of weather, we have a really cool event coming up. You can join the WTOC First Alert Weather Team June 1st at the Lowe's in Pooler for the Hurricane Ready event. Our entire weather team will be out there giving you information you need to know. And if you need something, you can go right inside to the Lowe's, get what you need so that you and your family are ready. As you know, hurricane season kicks off this Friday. Again, this event will go on Friday from 3:30 to 7:30 p.m. The entire WTOC News and Weather team have also been hard at work getting you ready for the 2018 hurricane season. Make sure you watch our special WTOC First Alert Storm Watch 2018. That will air this Friday, June 1st at 7:30. And as an added bonus, there will also be extra content for those of you who watch us on Roku or Amazon Fire. We put together some special stories specifically for those platforms. All right, I want to get back to our big story of the day, just in case those of you chimed in a little bit late and you're not sure what we're talking about. A South Carolina mother is now admitting to making up the story about her daughter being abducted. Now, just to be clear, the 11-month-old you're looking at right now, Harley, is dead. We do not know the exact cause of her death at this time. Police have not revealed that. However, her mother, Brianna Lewis, is facing charges for filing a false police report and other charges in the disappearance of her infant. She told police that someone came up to her vehicle, punched her in the face, and then snatched the baby from her arms on the side of the road. That story unraveled later on. She admitted to police the story was fake. They had dozens of agents out there looking for this little girl. They came upon a diaper box in a field, and that's where they found her dead body. Other family members are also being questioned about this young child's death. Again, the mother admitting that she lied to police about how her baby girl was abducted, saying that she was not abducted. Now the investigation is exactly how she died and who is at fault. The mother has been arrested and is facing charges. A lot of you guys weighing in on Facebook saying this is awful. I'm at a loss for words. Poor little baby. I'm sending my prayers. Certainly a lot of people on the same tune. Anytime there is a child that dies as defenseless, as young as 11 months old, there's no way she could have called for help, and nothing she really could have done to overpower her own mother in this situation. So we will keep you in the loop of exactly what happens as soon as we learn of other charges that are filed against her and the exact cause of death. We have a lot more stories to get to, and we're going to work on that for your 3 o'clock update. So stick with us. We'll be back online and on air. See you then.